today's training is 6 hacks to create stellar content with ease and confidence, even if you don't feel you're an expert and have no clue what to talk about. And this is my promise to you. You know, if you give me the next 30, 45 minutes and you stay focused, you know, what I can promise is that you can walk away with a little bit more clarity, with more excitement when it comes to actually creating content and inspired to take action. So you are in the right place today if you're a network marketer, online marketer, affiliate marketer, or coach looking to generate more leads and sales online using attraction marketing, but struggle with how to create quality content that isn't spammy, cheesy, or pretty much just a pitch fest, which was me for a long time, if I'm being honest. If you've had some success in the past, but you're realizing that maybe what used to work isn't really getting the engagement or generating the leads that it used to, maybe you feel like you've fallen behind on current strategies and you struggle with feeling like there are way more people out there who are more of an expert than you are, and sometimes wonder like, why would anybody listen to me? Or maybe you feel a little all over the place and you're really just looking for some clarity and just some direction. So the first is it's never too late to refocus and change things up inside of your business. And a lot of people I find tend to overthink this, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going a different direction. What do I do? Like, how do I relaunch it? I went from a total spammer to like a 360-degree change overnight. So it's, you know, don't worry about like, well, what do I have to do? Just do it. Okay. So it's never too late. I spammed for 4 years straight on Facebook before switching it up and completely doing like a 180 overnight. Truth number 2 is to make your content work for you, you need a foundation to build from. And this is so, number 1, you aren't confused yourself, or number 2, you aren't confusing your audience with the type of content that you're putting out. And that's exactly what I did. And I'll kind of talk a little bit more about that later on. What you're going to learn today is why creating content is one of the best and most effective ways to attract people to you, unless you like having your phone attached to you like an umbilical cord on a baby. And I know for me, that is not what I wanted. You'll also learn hacks to creating stellar content with ease and confidence, where to find quality content so you aren't bouncing around like a fart in a hot skillet looking for something to talk about. Like raise your hand or, you know, drop into the chat if, you know, you go to, you know, you're like, okay, today's the day I need to create some content, but you're just like bouncing around. You have no idea what to talk about. And so that's what you'll learn today, is where to find that content. And also how to get out of your own head if you've ever had that dreadful thought, like, why would anybody listen to me? I'm not an expert. I'm brand new. Like, I don't have any clout. I don't have any, you know, influence. We're going to have a little mindset shift for you. And then also I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you extra tips, and we'll have a little Q&A at the end. Let's get into some hacks about content. So the very first hack is shifting the focus off of you, okay? This was a big mistake that I made early on as I was chasing those dollar bills, y'all. So if you want to make more money, you have to stop making everything about you, and you need to start making it about them. And by them, I mean your target audience, your prospects, like people who are reading your content, like your ideal customer, right? When you make it about them and you take the focus off of you, that's a game changer. That was one mindset shift that I heard from Ray Higdon whenever I went from a total spammer and I started looking back, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this was another huge aha moment, because up to that point, I was making everything about me. And people don't care about whether you rank advanced. People don't care if you're making 6 figures a month. What they care about is their own problems. Like, people are kind of crazy that way, huh? But, you know, so don't do this. This kind of makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm going to put myself on the chopping block, my own content. And this was a post that I did back in, oh my gosh, this has been a while, back in 2014. I put up this post. This I think post was floating around a lot of different reps in my company. A company that grosses over 200 million in 2013 and offers a 60-day spot on money back guarantee. Like, nobody gives a rat's butt about that kind of stuff. Okay. So this post, I actually had my link, my product link for Great Skin, and then I had my business link for a great opportunity. I was hashtagging the name of the company. And I had 2 likes on that. Now, I blurred out one name, but the other name, I left it. And that was Stephanie Foster Short, which is AKA the same sister that called me a spammer. I had 2 likes on that. Why? Because I made it about myself. Like, it was such a horrible post looking back on. So I want you to write this down, okay? This is a quote by Zig Ziglar. Take a screenshot, write it down. You can have everything in life that you want if you just help other people get what they want. So when I look back at why I wasn't making any money, that's because I wasn't making an impact. I wasn't helping anybody get what they want. I was just too focused on myself and what somebody can do for me, okay? If you're guilty of this, it's not your fault. I've been there. I thought that I was doing stuff, you know, the way that I was taught, but it doesn't work for the masses, okay? And so I want you to start thinking about, and I've heard, we've all talked about this, anybody who teaches marketing, anybody who teaches about putting out content, you have to start thinking about the pains and problems of those in your target audience. And what you want to do is you want to begin creating content, videos, podcasts, webinars, social media status updates, not all of them at one time, because that would make anybody cuckoo. Pick a couple of things that you're going to do and start putting out content that's going to help them, okay? Now, the second thing that you want to do is niche market education. It's so, so important for you to remain a student and increasing your knowledge daily to become more of an authority in your specific niche, okay? So in order to do that, like, you have to start getting into the heads of your buyers. What do they want to know? How do they want to feel? Like, what are their pains? What are they struggling with? Like, where are they at right now? Start reading books, reading podcasts, going through courses, listening to other authorities in the particular space that you're in, because the more knowledgeable you become, the more of an impact you can make on the lives of others. Cultivating a content creation mindset. This happens by raising your awareness. And so I want you to always be on the lookout.